Hey everybody, it is All Girl Plans and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a different video where I am organizing my stickers that have been in the bucket that you see in the right corner for a hot minute. This is stickers that I've gotten in the mail, lots of freebies, stickers that I've used for a spread and then just put in there instead of putting away. Honestly, just like a bunch of stickers that really needed to be organized. So I went through and this is me like categorizing them and going through, and I thought this might be fun to watch. I don't know. Nate said that it might not be fun to watch, and he's like, I don't know. Like, I understand like the filming your spread thing, but I don't know. I filmed this, so I thought I would just upload it for you guys. I'm going to answer some random questions like we did in one of my previous videos because I think that's pretty fun. And this gives you like a little look at some stickers that I have in my collection, so I think that's pretty fun too. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and answer a bunch of random questions. So I'm on a new site from like the one that I was at before. So I'm gonna try not to like answer the same ones that I've done before. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This one's really funny. It's what is the dumbest way you've been hurt? Um, I know that I've done a lot of like dumb things and gotten hurt. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head though, so I really wish that I could remember. Um, Maybe like dating a guy in the military. Ha 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 ha. Next one that I'm gonna answer is what are the 3 scents that you like? So I really like fruity scents. So like I got Nate this pineapple candle recently and it smells amazing. So I like pineapple, I like strawberry scents, I like cotton candy scents. What are Oh my gosh, my guinea pigs are going wild. Yeah, I like sweet scents and like fruity scents. So probably those three. Um hmm, what's your most embarrassing moment in grade school? So there was a time where I wore a skirt. It was for, I think it was in, I want to say middle school. I wore a skirt and I like got up to turn my test in. So I was like walking up and apparently my skirt had been tucked into my underwear. And I, can you guys hear that chewing noise? Let me pause this really quick. Okay, I'm back. One of the girls had like uh taken off one of the hooks that holds their like hay bed to the cage and was like biting on it. So I had to fix that. But yeah, I like my underwear were like tucked into my skirt and I went back to my seat and my friend was like, "Oh my gosh, Emily, everybody just saw your underwear." And I was like, "What?" And I was like freaking out and people like started like talking about it. And the teacher was like, "Oh, I don't see a problem there. It's just like when you go to the beach and you're like wearing a bathing suit." And that will forever haunt my dreams. That was probably one of the most embarrassing ones. There was also like I was bullied really, really bad in middle school. And there was like another time where, man, this is like making me like really upset. This guy that I had like a crush on, he had like never shown really any interest in me, but then he started showing interest in me and I was like, "Oh, cool, this is awesome." And he like asked me to be his girlfriend, you know how it goes in middle school. And we were like girlfriend and boyfriend for like a week, and then after it was a week exactly, he like yelled across the courtyard that he did it for a dare and that he never thought that I was cute or pretty, and he would always call me pretty. And so now I have this thing where like I don't like being called pretty because he said that he didn't mean it. And I don't know. That was like really messed up. But those are probably like the two most embarrassing moments I had that I can remember right now. Would you rather stay in or go out on a Friday night? 1,000,000% stay in. I do not like going out. It's just not really my thing. And it's not Nate's thing either. So very glad about that. Um, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? Um, I think that I tried escargot when I lived overseas, so that might be it. The other day at work, though, I was trying some different seafood things, and I don't really like seafood, and it's not weird in general, it's just weird to me because I don't eat it. So probably like one of those things. Mm. What is the most absurd thing you've been tricked into doing or believing? Probably my past relationships. I don't know if that's funny to anybody else, unless you've been through that too, but yeah. Um, where would you relocate if you were forced to leave the country? I would probably move back to England. I would say either like I would move back to England or Germany, but I feel like England would be easier because I don't know a lot of German. So probably England. Do you care about what other people tell you? Absolutely. I don't know if this is like, I mean, in general, I do. I don't know if this is leaning towards like if I care about what others think, because I 1,000,000% do, and I wish that I didn't. But like anything anybody tells me, I always care about it because they're telling me for a reason. If you could meet anyone in this world today, who would you meet? Um, that's a really good question. If it's like people that are like alive right now, um, I don't know. The only people that I can think of like right now are like I want to meet Nate's parents. So that's like the only thing that I could like think of right now. Um, man, I should really like prepare for these videos, but I feel like we're getting like raw answers, so that's cool. What's the best type of cheese for you? I definitely want to experiment and try other cheeses because I really haven't. I do like pepper jack cheese though. That's something that I tried um, in the recent, probably like in the past 6 months that I really like. We get I'm like blanking on the type of cheese. Oh, we get like a block of feta. We do that like TikTok pasta, and I like that. And we also get like the fresh mozzarella balls, and we use those for cooking, and I really like those. So probably like those cheeses. But I definitely do want to try other ones, and I work in a good place to do that. I just haven't done it yet. So yeah. Um, hmm, which of the two smells better? Fresh cut grass or bread baking in the oven? Definitely bread baking in the oven. Well, I do love the smell of like grass. I love bread and I love the way that things smell like when they come out of the oven, like cookies, bread, any of that. Are you afraid of ghosts? I've never encountered a ghost before, so I'm not too sure. I guess it just depends if it's like a nice ghost or if it's a ghost that's trying to like kill me. Um, these are so random. Can you carry an elephant? No, I can't. Um, I don't. I don't know. Um, what would you be if you had to wear one Halloween costume every day for the rest of your life? I would probably wear like a cute Chucky costume or maybe like a witch. I know that's like really basic, but like I wouldn't get tired of that cuz it definitely matches my aesthetic. So probably like one of those two. Mm. How many times has your heart been broken? Too many times, let me tell you. But no more. No more. What is the first thing you do after getting home from a trip? Um, I haven't been on a trip in forever, so I'm trying to think. I do like to unpack like right away because if I don't, then I'm not going to. So probably that or like depending on what the trip was like and the travel, like just like showering after it washing my hair, like just being at home, having all my own stuff. How did your parents meet? This one is, I love telling this story. I hope that it's pretty accurate. I don't know if my parents actually watch my videos, so I don't know about that. But this is like from what I can remember from what they tell me. So my parents met when they were both in the military. They were in like a commons area, and my mom was on the phone with her mom, I believe, and she like looks over and this guy is like about to like fall out of like a window, and that was my dad. He, I guess, had been like drinking and like was just kind of like wobbly, and she's like, gotta go mom, love you, goes over to my dad and is like, hey, like let's sit down. So they like sat down and talked, and my mom like told my dad like all of her like favorite things, like her favorite candy, this and that. And then the next day he had all those, and then they got married very shortly after that and had my older brother. So yeah, I love that. Honestly, it's very cute. And they, I think, or no, I was gonna say that I already said that they met in the military, but they met in Germany and had my older brother, and then 2 years later had me, and then we left Germany. So that was how my parents met. I love talking about my parents, and just because like my parents are so amazing, and I love their love story and how like my parents deployed a lot whenever I was younger. And just the fact that their love stayed strong through all of that, just so amazing. I love it. I love my parents, and I love their love story, and it makes me very happy. Let's see. Do you believe that love is blind? Okay, this is great because there's a show called Love is Blind, okay, and I've watched both seasons and I love it. I think love can be blind. Just getting to know someone without the expectation, like from the very beginning, that you're going to be dating, I think is a really good idea. And just getting to know them for who they are before exploring like the physical part, I think that is a really great idea. And I know that on the show, I mean, it's a reality TV show, so who knows like what's real and what's not. I don't want to like look into that because I want to believe that what looks real is real. I know that it worked out for a couple people, and I think that's amazing. And if I hadn't met Nate, then that was definitely something when I watched the first season, I was like, this would be cool to do. But I did meet Nate, and our like story of us knowing each other is like, so I think I've talked about this. Like, I was an Amazon shopper in the store that we now both work at, but he worked at before. And I saw him all the time, but I was dating someone else at the time. And then I stopped dating that person, and I always thought Nate was like super cute. I never knew what he like fully looked like because we were wearing masks at the time, but I thought he was really cute, and he was the nicest guy ever. So nice. Like our I don't know if I've said what he does, and I don't want to say too much, but he's amazing. He's so nice. Everybody in his department is really, really nice. And I always thought he was just being nice to me, and that he was just nice to everybody. And he is just a very nice person, but he like thought that I was still dating someone, so he was respecting that and not making any moves on me or anything. So we just kind of like knew each other. We didn't like get to know each other through that period because I was very shy, and he said that I had RBF. For those of you who don't know, that's resting bitch face. I don't think I do, but he claims that I do, so he thought that I also hated him. But I think just we looked at each other and fell in love from afar, and then went on our first date, and he said I love you the first day. So I don't know why I'm going into all this because this isn't one of the questions, but I guess I'm just talking about love and stuff right now, and I don't even know if anybody's like listening at this point because it's so random. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Um, mm, hmm. Do you actively post on social media? Ha ha. I'm actually pretty bad about this. I go through phases. It really just depends. I feel like I have so many different things going on, different um like I have my YouTube, I have my baking stuff that I'm doing, I have my spicy side that I'm doing, I have work, my relationship. I know everybody has a lot going on. I'm just not good at balancing all that. So I go through phases where sometimes I am really good at posting on social media and like I'm not as good as, other parts. Like I don't handle the other parts well when I'm doing good on that. So I just need to get better at it. Um, hmm. What's the most addictive game for you? Right now I've been playing backgammon, but there's this like restaurant story game that has my whole heart. I think it's called Restaurant Story 2, and you like have your own restaurant, and it's amazing. I love it so much and I'm very addicted to it. I also used to be addicted to like this farm game that's like the same kind of thing but a farm. And I just like those types of games a lot. Like just getting to create your own thing, and it's really fun. What do you usually do during weekends? On the actual weekends, I normally work. Occasionally, like, I'll have a weekend day off, but I don't really get weekends off because they're super busy for us. But on, like, my days off, I normally get a bunch of stuff done, like cleaning, grocery shopping, any baking I have to do, filming, all that kind of stuff. And if Nate and I are both off, then I do those things and I try and hang out with him a little bit. Hmm. What period would you travel to if you were given a time machine? I would love to go to the 80s and be like a maybe like late teens, early 20s person in the 80s and just go to a bunch of like concerts. I feel like that would be awesome because I love 80s music. It's my favorite. So that's probably the time period I would go to. What's the food you usually refuse to share? I don't like sharing my Taco Bell, even though I haven't had Taco Bell since I think February. Yeah, it's been a while, you guys, but I don't like sharing my Taco Bell. I do share with Nate, even the things that I like love because I love him more. Um, so there's a lot of things that I normally wouldn't share. I don't like sharing my like drinks if I get like a really good drink when we like go to Chewy's or something. I don't like sharing that with other people. Like I said though, I do share everything with Nate. Um, we have similar tastes where like he likes what I like. I don't like everything he likes because he likes like spicy food and all that, and I can't handle that. Okay, but I don't like sharing my Taco Bell or my good drinks. Or like if I buy like ice cream for at home, um like I don't want other people to eat that because like I love ice cream. Um and thankfully Nate doesn't really like ice cream that much. He says that, right? And then let me tell you a little story. There's Haagen-Dazs is one of my favorite ice cream brands, and I love their coffee ice cream. Nate doesn't really like the idea of coffee ice cream, so like I'm safe on that one. But their chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, I had that in my freezer, and he tried it and he finished like the whole thing. He's like, "That was so good." I'm like, "I told you it was good, but like now I don't have it, and we can't find it anywhere." So let me know if you've been able to find it, so I know like if I need to like look elsewhere. I guess I've only looked at like HEB, so maybe like Target or Walmart might have it, but I mean, and I wasn't mad. I was just like, I thought you didn't like ice cream. Like, I thought that ice cream was safe, you know? Um, what are the hobbies you wanted to develop? Right now, I really want to get into working out again. So that's like the main thing. I mean, I think it'd be cool to like learn how to like crochet and do all that kind of stuff, but I just don't really have the time for that. So maybe far in the future when I have more time. Hmm. Would you take it if you had the opportunity to be immortal? No, I would not. And the reason is because I don't want to watch everybody else not be and have to live through that. I don't think I'd be able to like handle that, honestly. Um, mm, mm. I'm like looking through some of these. Some of these are like okay questions, but I'm like, I don't know if that's like appropriate to answer. Mm. How do you want to die? That's funny. I don't know why I just said that some of these questions probably weren't appropriate, but I choose that one. Um, I don't know how I want to die. I I think I don't know. I think it'd be good if we knew when we were going to, just to make sure that we can do everything we want to do before we die. But then also we'd be like super worried and we wouldn't know how. So obviously it's just gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. But I hope that it's not like painful. I mean, obviously, like if it is painful, like I'm gonna be dead, so this is kind of awkward. But I'm just being very real with you guys. We're just hanging out right now. Um, I would want to be with my loved ones, so that way they're the last people that I get to see and spend time with. Um, and have some really good food before I go, and maybe like watch like Halloween or something and just kind of like fall asleep. I guess that would be like my best way out. Um what is your main reason for getting out of bed every day? Um I used to not really have a reason to get out of bed, so this is kind of like different. Uh my main reason is probably people in my life, just friends and family, my boyfriend, my guinea pigs, our dog. Um just the love that I get from people, I guess, is like the reason that I get out of bed. And I like getting out of bed now. Like I get up and I get things done and I don't sit in bed and cry all day, which is very, very good improvement, Emily. Good job. How could you politely end a conversation with a person who is so annoying? Um, so you could do like an approach of like a just not really listening and giving them the responses like mm-hmm, okay, mm-hmm. Or like honestly, you could like crop dust, like let a little gas out. I feel like that would kind of clear the conversation. Um, or just like start coughing, maybe. Not on them. I'm not saying to do that. Like just like cough into your arm and maybe they'll be like, oh, I don't want to be around them. Um, just like being gross, I guess. That's kind of the advice I've been given. Like, if a group of guys like whistles at you, like do something like gross so they like don't want to go up to you. You know what I mean? Um, what makes your day better? My day gets better. Honestly, from like words of affirmation. That's something that's like really big for me. So not only like Nate, but like when I have regulars that I get to see, Or like one of my coworkers bought cookies from me and gave them to like our entire team. And one of the guys, he isn't someone who normally like throws like compliments and stuff out, but he had one of my snickerdoodles and he was like, okay, that was really good. And I was like, oh, thanks. Did you like see the cinnamon roll cookies over there? And he's like, what? No, I didn't. He goes over and he has one and he's like, okay, no joke. That is the best cookie that I've ever had in my entire life. And he was like going on and on about it. And that just like made me so happy. Like, I am an insecure person and reassurance helps me out so much. So, like, I think just like words of affirmation and reassurance make my day better. What's the best color in the rainbow? Definitely blue. Any other answer to me would not suffice. What gets you motivated? Right now my motivation is just like future things. Like I have a lot of debt that I have to work on paying off, so I'm doing that so I can have a good future and have a nice home and like future things. Like I want to open a bakery, so that's motivating me right now. I want to have kids someday, like all future things. So I guess my future is what motivates me, which is really cool because again, I used to not imagine a future for myself. So it's great seeing the growth. But that's gonna be the last question that I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it wasn't like super boring. If it was, then just let me know and I won't do this again. But if you liked it, let me know and maybe I'll do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, and let me know any answers to any of these questions that you guys like, because there's a lot of really fun ones. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!